Studios.
Long ago, on the fields of battle, in the year 2017, two men met to decide once and for all what the most metal things in the universe are. But there can be only one. What's more metal? With Dan Weber, Nariko and Randall.
Hey everybody, welcome to What's More Metal, the only podcast for two badass pod racing comedians. Pick the most metal shit in the universe.
Nope.
Dan was out immediately.
Yeah. With me as always is the Babu Frick to my Jar Jar Binks. Everybody.
Accurate. I would say that's accurate. Like if I gotta be that little, like, the obviously, like, the $1 billion cute machine, you at least should be the racist. So
I can do a pretty good Babu Frick. Anyway, that voice over there is Dan Weber, comedian Dan Weber. I'm comedian Nariko. Over in this window, we have super producer Dr. Randy.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dr. Randy.
I don't.
No.
I will be explaining it in 5 minutes.
Right?
Let's get the introductions out of the way. We are all on Skype today. We're Skyping it in. We've decided that I am the bitten chimp. I'm the chimp that's been bitten. I'm running around. No, my work hasn't shut down yet, which is a good thing. But it has made me around people. So we decided to be safe. We're just gonna I'll Skype all this shit in. Hopefully, with no one's the wiser. No one's even gonna notice.
Right.
Yeah, no one will know. Yeah, it's certainly not optimal. I'm gonna say, it's not. This apocalypse, I didn't expect it to ruin this podcast. But here we are. Like, fucking COVID-19 can suck my dick. It fucking
Oh, okay.
sucks.
All right. So that's a vote no for Dan.
Vote no on the.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a hard stance.
Okay.
And say I do not like this virus.
Right.
I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Right.
Hot takes.
I know it's
Dan.
controversial.
Randy, I'm willing to be won over. Go ahead and tell me why it's good.
Not a lot of people walking down Hawthorne. That's all I got.
Okay. You're all like, the line at Salt and Straw fucking gone, dude.
I did go deposit money in the bank over there last week, and there was fucking nobody there. It was great. I didn't
Dude, that's
know.
awesome. They have a new flavor. It's Purell and bleach wipes. It's
Yeah.
Sweet and tangy.
It's better than the Theraflu flavor they came out with
great.
last week.
It's salted vanilla bean and hand wipes and toilet paper.
Oh, toilet paper for sure.
Yeah.
Although they sold out of that in
It's a popular ice
5
cream
minutes.
flavor. If you can get it.
Dude, what in the fuck is up with people hoarding toilet paper? I don't like. They're going past, they're walking past bags of rice to pick up toilet paper, and it fucking makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
anyway, it doesn't.
To quote Jonas Barnes, everyone's got an upside down bidet in their shower.
Yeah.
Just use that.
Well, the funniest part about it, too, almost every store is restocked
or just
right now.
Yeah.
All of them have toilet paper again. So, like...
Check this out.
Fucking goddamn it.
Dollar store,
Yeah.
Dollar store?
Or just buy a fucking bidet.
Dollar store has socks.
I mean,
Gotta think outside the roll.
Yeah.
dollar store coffee filters,
Nice.
dude. That'd do. A little too much bleach in it.
Define
but,
too much.
You know. Enough to where if you place it against your asshole, it will burn.
Look, I was bleaching back there anyway. Right?
Same.
Right, Randy?
Same.
Yeah.
True.
Gotta stay photogenic.
Yeah.
How was your week, Dan? What'd you do? What? Dan, what's... We'll you call this segment What's Been Plaguing You?
What's been plaguing me? I'll actually talk about... Before... I want to talk about 2 weeks ago. Because this was last week, nothing fucking happened. But 2 weeks ago, at the final open mic, and potentially the final open mic in Helium's history, we closed it out.
Oh, that's right.
A live version of this podcast
for
people, and we've never talked about it on.
Oh, did we not bring it up
before?
No.
So, at the very end of the last one, we forgot. So, that gives us something to talk about now, which is really,
my God,
really key. So,
so the last set at Helium is a 7-minute set. Everybody else gets 3 or 5, depending on skill. And but so the last segment, Dan and I decided to do like just a live What's More Metal. We kind of came out, started talking to the crowd a little bit. Right away, some drunk dude just was fucking. I guess they were a dude who was wanted to get up on the mic, didn't understand you had to sign up on a list, and so he was trying to get his time in at the end of the night, I guess, by yelling at us, and it was. So we asked for suggestions. I don't know. You want to keep going? I'm sorry. But yeah, just to set it up.
Oh no. I mean, you got the gist of it. We asked for a suggestion. The very first thing that dude shouted out was, we were like, what thing do you want to know the most metal thing about? And he's like, a woman's right to vote. And I was like, wow, that's not even a category. That's just like, that wins. Women can vote.
Yeah,
perfect.
And then he yelled
the most
fisting.
metal part of it.
And we're like, most metal fisting.
Yeah.
Like culturally in society, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So you said fisting is the most
said
metal
anal.
fisting. Like it just wins. Oh, anal. That's right. I said
you were like
fisting is the most metal fisting. Somebody else was like, why are you dodging immigrants?
Yeah.
They yelled immigrants a bunch of times, apparently. But we didn't hear them until the very last time. And I was like, what? Most metal immigrants.
Yeah.
Okay. But it was clear that no one in the room knew what the fuck we wanted. We didn't do an example up top.
Yeah.
And that was our fault. So people just had no idea what to.
I feel like from now on, and I said it, but then it was like, okay, from now on, we got to start with an example and run it through, so that way people fucking get a sense of what's happening. Because, just something easy. But yeah, it was really insane. It was still really fun, and we still got everything, got a bunch of laughs, but it was definitely like, man, what the fuck is wrong with people?
When that dude was so fucking mad. Somebody asked most metal Disney movie. The same guy, and then we didn't pick the one that he thought it should have been. Yeah, and he just started yelling about it.
No,
I think it was Aladdin.
He said Mulan or Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Mulan.
Yeah, he felt like we were dodging women in Disney movies or something. I was like, I chose Fantasia because it's a DMT trip that they don't even show kids anymore. They're like, this one doesn't count as a Disney movie, guys. There's a demon that opens up a mountain and fucking pulls fucking ghosts around him. There's
titties
in that movie.
song. There's straight up titties in that movie.
Hell yeah! And you get to watch a fucking crocodile and a hippo's fuck, if I remember correctly.
They definitely dance.
Well,
They
all right, well,
dance.
or at least you get to see the foreplay. But,
I mean, I picked the Black Cauldron, where the toughest character in the movie is
Right.
the girl. So
No.
I mean, it wasn't, we weren't dodging. He was just, he just wanted
Yeah.
us to say the thing that he thought it was, and then afterwards, so we met. He sat outside the open mic as people left and introduced himself to everyone and told everyone how bad all the comedians on it were and how much funnier
Did he
would
really?
be than them.
yeah.
God damn.
He was a... Yeah.
Yeah, and
I met him at the end. He knocked on the green... He knocked on the green room door.
Go ahead. Sorry.
And I opened. I'm like, yeah. He's like, and he was just like going off. And then I was just laughing. I'm like, sorry you had a bad time, man. I don't know. Like, he's like, all the comedians were doing this and that. And I'm like, well, I don't have much control over what their sets are, my friend. Like, I was just like, his friend was trying to pull him away, and I was just like, all right, man, cool. Like, I was just like, I don't know. Like, what do you want me to say?
Right,
like,
right.
I don't know. So I was just patronizing him the whole time. I was like, great. I don't know.
yeah, he was wearing a jumper with shorts, like a onesie.
Right.
A onesie with shorts that had it was white with what looks like blue painted stripes, or like splattered with blue paint, and it was obviously an extra large that he barely fit in. Like, it was straining to...
Yes.
His stomach was straining to free itself. Like, he was trying it. Like, it was so bad.
Yeah.
He was so fucking drunk. God. And yeah. So, that wasn't, I don't know, man. Like, it was fun. It just isn't how I would want the last open mic at Helium history in Portland to be. I don't want that to be the end. Like, Helium can't go under just to prevent that from being how it ends. You know what I mean? Like, that can't be the
final I disagree.
done in that room. No, that actually
Fuck that. We rocked it. We tore that place down. Dealt with a heckler. We fucking we did a serviceable job. We had a great time. It was a good set, but it was still oh my god. Hell yeah. Fucking, what was the last set ever done? Boom. Fucking straight to our podcast.
Well, it would actually be the show that went on the next night.
That's
the
right.
Beatdown, the rap show, the rap battle show, Chris Johnson's rap battle show, where apparently kind of friend of the podcast, Adam Posse, got his ass handed to him.
Tyler Bow,
by,
right?
By mayonnaise
Tyler
serial
Bow.
killer Tyler Bow.
Yeah. MC Milk. He's just like, buddy. I mean, he was in the only other one that I saw. Like, he was going up against another Portland comic, Thomas Lundy. And Lundy thought he was just going to go out there and just like
What the
wing
fuck?
it.
That's the
and
worst.
win. And yeah. And Tyler Bow like wrote a bunch of bars for Lundy, and just, it was so brutal how fucking much he beat the shit out of Thomas Lundy. It was like, damn, I felt kind of, I mean, it was hilarious, but also I kind of felt bad for Thomas, because I'm like, you're just standing out. It's like, it was like an adult beating up a 5-year-old child. It was like funny, but also kind of
You're sure you're going to watch it, but you're going to feel a little bad while you're doing it. A little bit, but yeah, it's
feel
also
bad for the kid.
You're going to watch it. I mean, that's a cool show. I mean, I never in a million years would I do it. Like, just because I'm like, I'm just like, no.
No.
There's, to me, like, just nothing lame. Like, for me, like, I was like, oh, I'm an older white guy, and you know what I mean? Hippity hop hop, a hip hip doodle. I'll just like do a shit job. I don't know. Yeah, man, Posse getting like Tyler Bowe's whiter than the white side of the Chex cereal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he's like an Oreo that's all cream. Like, it's just like, my God.
Yeah. A staunch Aryan to be like, dude, tone it down. Like, you gotta ethnic it up just a little bit, Tyler. Come on.
I'm like, yeah. He's like, so he put reading glasses on a clan sheet. He's
yeah.
he's white.
Yeah, he looks like the coolest homeschooled kid ever. You know what I mean? Like, he's got he's a funny dude, and he can legit, like, he can rap.
Yep.
Like, he does have bars. He's good, but it's weird watching it come out of his mouth.
Oh, for sure. It's a cool show. I love roasts, but I do not have those skills, and nobody wants to see my old ass do it. So no, thank you. But yeah. So anyway, fucking cool show. Last thing in history. Possibly. I doubt it. They're probably gonna be back. Fucking right. Anyway, so I'm like, I was trying to gloss over it real fast.
I don't want to talk about it on the podcast, dude.
Yeah.
Let's
see, what did I do? I went. I don't know. I went on a hike. That sucked. Why do people exercise? I don't get it. No, it's cool. It was cool getting out in nature. Went up to Forest Park with my girlfriend and stuff.
Nice.
I don't know. So that was cool. That is kind of the one. That's kind of a cool positive. Is that going out isn't a good idea in general, but like if you could go out into the woods, fucking pretty damn safe.
Yeah. Pretty
damn safe, and it's a good time to enjoy. And while you can, like a bike ride or something, while the weather's nice, or if you can, before they put us on lockdown.
Right.
Yeah.
And even then, like, shelter in place lets you go out for walks.
There you go.
So we'll be all right.
Yeah. You can still go exercise and whatnot. Like, I mean, they just don't want you to. They don't want you to get into any group wrestling.
No Royal Rumbles in the park.
Like, you don't want to do that, but you can take a walk. No rumbling. No rumbling.
Fucking
for the street
goddamn government.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I got all this baby oil.
Everything.
Anyway, fuck. Can't even use it.
Fresh squeezed babies.
Yeah, I'm just sliding up and down my hallway and my chest.
Turn your turn your house into a slip and slide for everyone.
So he just falls. You're like, oh, you're in my play area. This is the living room.
Yeah.
This is
Get
the hallway.
fuck out of here.
But yeah, fuck yeah. We just got a review, you guys. I don't know if you heard about this.
Even with all this shit going on.
With all this going on, people are still out enjoying everything that's going down. We actually just got recently voted number one podcast to listen to while you sit back and appreciate your wife and what she's capable of by Cuckold Porn Lovers Magazine. Shout out to your wives out there. Yeah.
CPLM.
That is pretty good. Shout out to, I mean, they're taking it for the team.
It's really cool.
Right,
yeah, we were just like, you just sit back and you look at your wife and you're like, wow, 2 dicks. This woman's incredible,
I actually, this reminds me, I read a Savage Love article where she married a dude and he's super into being cuckolded, and she's not into it, and she's like, how do we come to an agreement? Like, I don't want to fuck other guys, and I especially don't want to do it in front of him. and that's the only way he can come. And I was like, that is the strangest, that is the weirdest argument I've ever heard about. Like listen, I can't fuck other guys in front of you, honey. Like, that's just how it's going to be. Like, that's weird. Like, I get it. Man.
Two things. I'm like, part of me wants to be like, aside, like through my teeth, be like, what are you fucking doing, lady? This is your chance. Get out there. But that's also a big to do. Like, you're like, can't I just jerk you off and go back to sleep? Like, I don't have to. I have to fucking go out, fucking get on Tinder, start swiping, like find a start talking. It's a whole fucking process.
It's a whole thing.
That sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just
does.
Terrible. But then again, the other part of me is like, take that chance, lady. Come on. Get some free dick.
Yeah. And afterwards, your husband sucks all the cum out of your pussy. So it's also, it's a clean thing too. Like you don't, normally he's got to dribble out, but this is.
Yeah, next time he gets like furiously mad at you over some horse shit, you could just be thinking about that the whole time. You're like, you have no power here.
You're my cum mom.
My vac cum.
Yeah.
You're my vac cum. I like that more than anybody else. It makes me. I'm delighted by it. I'm rubbing my tummy. That's how much I love that. I love vacuum.
Thank God that it's beneath where the.
I can tip it. I can tip that shit down. Guys, this episode we're doing Most Metal Emoji. That's right. Yep. We did it. You fucking asked for it. You're fucking getting it. Most Metal Emoji and Most Metal fucking bar fight. Big ass bar brawl. The old pool cue promenade.
Yeah.
Oh, was it fictional?
Fictional, by the way.
Whoops. I don't think that was in the message thread.
It was originally when we first started talking about it. It wasn't in the last part. So you're gonna have a real one. I'm gonna have a fictional one because I did no research for fiction. Real bar balls. Although I do have one. I can talk. I will take.
Fuck it. Why don't we both just have our own takes on this? And who gives a shit? I did not see fictional in that, but that's okay. Look, with all this technology, how are we supposed to communicate?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, here's a new twist we also didn't think about. Does somebody have a 20-sided die in front of them?
I hold on. I got it. Hang on.
No.
We are farmers. That's the commercial. Farmers only.
What's More Metal brand 20-sided die. Nariko, tell about the die.
Oh, funny you should ask. The What's More Metal brand 20-sided die is actually made out of bone tumors.
Yep.
It is chiseled out of freshly harvested bone tumors, nodules, we call them.
Sure.
And into a beautiful polygonal shapes. It's wonderful. This one is 20 sides on this 20-sided die.
Uh-huh.
The one says, What's More Metal? Because we're the number one podcast to stab a motherfucker two in the neck if he looks at you wrong.
Uh-huh.
And the 20 says, Natch Twombo, because it's what happens when you roll a 20. So you can get those on our Patreon, which, boy, should you, Fuck yeah. But yeah, so I guess I'll roll first, Randy.
Yep. Nariko, you got a 16?
Fuck yeah.
Dan, you got a 10. Nariko goes first.
All right. We're doing emoji or bar brawl?
Whichever, dealer's choice.
Let's fucking do bar brawl since we're just talking right now. Let's just do it. We'll start a little. All right. So I chose for most metal bar brawl the 1969 June 28th Stonewall riots. Those are started off in a bar. Cops came in, tried to bust up a gay bar. They stonewall in New York City, and then it just started degenerating into a complete fucking riot that spilled over to the next 6 straight days of fucking rioting in the streets. And dude, the fucking like the details of it are so fucking sick. Where like just drag queens roundhousing people and fuck, it's so sick. But it was actually the beginning of like the gay rights movement and shit. And it's a sick ass bar brawl in the middle of New York City. So
that's rad as fuck.
It's super rad. Yeah, it started off because they were going through and they just raided gay bars like on the regular. They raided the Stonewall Inn. And they just fucking had it. And just fucking were like, fuck this. And then it just fucking complete. Like, basically people started swarming while they were trying to pull people into the paddy wagon. Like, they were arresting people. Then all these crowds just fucking showed up around it and just started, like, throwing shit at the cops and, like, started fighting cops and shit in the street. It's fucking sick. So, Stonewall. That is, yeah.
Super cool. What year was that again?
Yeah. 1969.
Nice.
Yeah.
Summer of Love.
But yes, it's I think they did a dollop about it, but like it's like the details of it are fucking really funny. Like funny, like badass, where it's just like people like who've had enough and they're fucking done with cops just fucking busting them. There was around this time, cops would also go undercover. Which I would love to see what the fuck a cop thought gay people dressed like in the 1960s. Just like, you're like, whatever the fuck weird shit. Like, oh yeah, there's a guy dressed like Little Bo Peep at the end of the bar. I think it's a cop. He's got a mustache. Like whatever the fuck he thought being gay was. But also they would seriously stand outside and if like 2 same-sex people were like making out, they would time it. They would pull out a stopwatch and time it because there was a past a certain amount of time, it was a lewd activity that they could arrest somebody for.
Wow.
Yeah. That's good old cops. Good old cops.
That's fucking rough. Great choice, though.
Pretty much. Yeah, thank you. It's one of those where just even being a cop and doing that, we're like, hey, hold on, I gotta go time these dudes kissing. Anything over 10 seconds is too gay.
I just want to know how they had the time, how they kept attention while jerking off. Like, they're for sure, like, some of them were looking at it like, man, I really can't let Sully know I think this is hot. Like, I gotta hide my boner right now. Somehow, like just holding the stopwatch in front of his junk, like
damn, my dick's so hard you couldn't pin a badge to it. Bend the needle, baby. So that's my choice. Dan, what is your choice for most metal barroom brawl? Real or fictional? Fucking go for
it. Real or fictional? Well, I don't have anything that's nearly as important as that. Stonewall is certainly probably the most important bar brawl in American history, for sure. I'm going to go with just the one that's my favorite. And it's from a movie that is also one of my favorite movies, although totally stupid.
I thought you were going to go Roadhouse. Did we take Roadhouse off the list?
No, but this one actually, this is a funnier one than the one in Roadhouse. Roadhouse has some badass bar brawls in it, but really the most badass parts have nothing to do with the bar brawls and just like the dialogue from Dalton talking to people because he's so insanely over the top. But this is On Deadly Ground starring Steven Seagal It has, for a long time, the largest number of innocent people killed.
Nice.
In a major motion picture. Like, he kills like 200 or 300 people who aren't villains, just at work. Just shows up at an oil rig and just starts shooting killing the shit out of people. But in the beginning, he's hanging out at a bar in Alaska, and this guy's fucking with a native.
Wait,
this dude, and Steven Seagal.
Isn't Steven Seagal supposed to be Native American in this
and starts
movie? Oh, okay.
No, he just dresses like one, like befriends them, but he's definitely not supposed to be native. So this native guy's getting fucked with by this other dude. Steven takes exception, and a giant fight ensues that ends with him kicking the shit out of this guy, and he's playing a game of hands, where the guy holds his hands over the top of Steven Seagal, holding them, and then if he flips and hits the guy's hands, then he gets to punch him. And he does that a whole bunch of times and just like beats the holy shit out of this guy. And then he asks the guy, after kicking the fight, like beating him senseless, he's like, "What does it take to change the measure of a man?" And the guy's like, "It's going to take me time." And that's the end of the fight. And it is hysterical in all of the ways it could be funny. Like, a lot of people get hurt.
Yeah.
Like, he definitely breaks bones. He at one point busts out like a pool cue and just starts fucking people up with it. But that end scene is one of my favorite things in any movie ever, where he's just like, "What does it take to change the measure of a man? It's gonna take me time." Like, he just like so fucking, he just trying to have a moment, but it's just so ridiculous. Also, On Deadly Ground has one of the most moving environmental messages of any movie ever, outside of the movie
An Inconvenient Truth.
The name of it escapes me right now. An Inconvenient Truth. He did An Inconvenient Truth at the end of On Deadly Ground before, like 10 years before Al Gore put it out. It's amazing. On Deadly Ground, terrible movie, but
I love that singing endorsement
for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, Steven Seagal also invented a punch-based internet.
Yeah.
So that's just like, not a lot of people know that, but he also invented the internet before Al Gore, and it worked. It worked by trick. It was entirely punch based. Don't ask me how that works, but it does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Him and Chuck Norris.
Yeah, dude, that's a fucking great one. What does it take to change the measure of a man? I love it. It's gonna take me time.
Yeah.
That's so. Just trying to think of like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
It's gonna take time. Through like a face, like his face is, he's like coughing up blood right before he says it, because Steven Seagal's been punching him in the xiphoid process like over and over again, just like punching him in the stomach, like the kind of the shit that fucking killed Houdini. That's what he's like. The guy's probably gonna die of internal bleeding at some point.
I love it's like, how do I change a man's heart? How many punches to get to a gentler man? Why won't you be empathetic about the earth? Punch, punch, punch. Guy spit up his teeth. I don't know. This isn't really working for me.
Show your feelings. Well, I can show you my blood. I can show you what I had for breakfast and lunch, but I can't show you Yeah.
How do you change a grown man's teeth? It's gonna take some punches. That's so funny. I love it. Great choice. So those are our choices for most metal barroom brawl. I chose the Stonewall Riots. Dan chose On Deadly Ground. Vote Master General Steven Seagal, Matt Silver. Just nickname.
Matt Steven Seagal Silver.
That's the one. We'll put these up on our Instagram stories on Wednesday. Let you vote on them. You decide who had the most metal choice. I had a backup. This one was real fun. Let me see if I can find the year. I was not exactly sure when it happened, but let's see here. But this was a barroom brawl that sometime in the summer of 1884 that Teddy Roosevelt got into.
Nice.
He was at a bar in Montana, and some guy. I'm guessing he wasn't president right around this time, but some guy he was hanging out in an adjacent room of this bar, and all of a sudden he hears some gunshots go off. He walks into the other room and because investigate, and there's just this dude with two pistols out who apparently had shot the clock face like a couple of times with bullets. And then he saw Teddy Roosevelt, goes, "Hey, look, it's Four Eyes. Hey, Four Eyes, looks like you're buying the next round of drinks." And then Teddy Roosevelt's like, "Yeah, good joke, man." And then just went over to sat over in the corner. The guy came up and started like leaning over, and he's like, "Hey, maybe you didn't fucking hear me. I said you're buying the next round of drinks." Let's see. So this was from Teddy Roosevelt's autobiography. Okay. So Teddy Roosevelt stood up and he said, "Well, if I got to, I've got to." And I rose looking past him. But as I rose, I struck quick with hard with my right just to one side on the point of his jaw, and then hit him with my left as I straightened out, and then again with my right. He fired both guns, but I don't know if it was probably just convulsively with his hands, or if he was trying to shoot me. But he went down, struck the corner of the bar with his head, and then his friends drug him outside. I'm like, that fucking rocks.
That's excellent.
He got dude with a left, dude, like with a dude with two guns out. That's the shit.
That guy really hated the national parks.
And then that dude hit his head on the corner of a table going down. That's 4 hits before he could get a shot off. That's the shit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he lived. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Well, they didn't say. Maybe he didn't. Maybe they dragged him out in the street and just like, his heart stopped.
Oh,
well,
but I left out the last line. But he did. Roosevelt said, "I leaned over the man and said, 'What does it take to change the measure of a man?'"
It takes a real beating.
The edge of a table. Yeah, dude. I just think that's fucking sick. Like, some dude has guns out on you, and you're just like, all right, pat, 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 pat. You just like lay him out. He was like a notorious boxer. Teddy Roosevelt would invite, like, while he was president, would invite people over to box.
Oh yeah.
Like, and there was a couple of times where he would just be pinning medals on soldiers or whatever, and he'd be like, "So you look pretty strapping. You ever box? Let's go do it." And then they would just go and box in his ring. It's like the dude was a psycho, but kind of a delightful psycho. So.
He was the only president to get 3 terms before the 2-term limit was put into place, wasn't he?
No, that's FDR.
Oh, okay.
That's the other Roosevelt.
I think, yeah.
Oh, were they?
I think they were related.
They might have been cousins. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's like, to me, like, the dude was a psycho and kind of a hawk, but also like, but I appreciate a hawk that's like, hell yeah, I'm going too, or whatever. Like, during the Spanish-American War, was that the one? But yeah, he that was where the Rough Riders came from. He just got a bunch of his like cowboy friends together, like, we're buying a boat, we're going to fight, we're going to go fight, the Spanish. So anyway, very funny. We're going to Puerto Rico, guys. Get in the boat. We're doing it. Complete psycho, but
he was a maniac.
You got to appreciate a guy that's going himself or whatever. That's More than I could say than for every other president since then, since Eisenhower, basically. I don't even know if anybody else ever went to war.
National parks and women's rights. The dude didn't stand for shitty things. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah. So I mean, I appreciate a hands-on psychopath.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, in all fairness, Bush the first, he was a fighter pilot in like World War II.
Actually, you're right.
Like he had seen a lot of action. He saw a lot of action. He was like a war hero.
Yeah, and then later on he sold coke.
Yeah, I mean it was
right.
Clearly, he was the last one.
You're right. I forgot about Bush. And yeah. Actually, when he was surveyed, he was like put like right there in harm's way, fucking doing it. So fucking that is something. But yeah, that's my backup. Dan, you got one?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with my dad and his friends got into a barroom brawl in the Paulina Tavern when they were hunting when I was like a little kid. If you're not familiar, Paulina, first of all, is a city that is 100 people. It is located 50 miles east of the geometric center of Oregon. It's basically like even now pretty much the Wild West. Drinking and driving is expected. Like if you're not drunk while you're driving, people are like, "What's wrong with you? It's just boring." Yeah. So, and the only business in Paulina is the grocery store, post office, bar, when they were hunting, they would go into that place all the time. And it's just the people in it are all like ranch hands from the farms around that are just getting fucking sideways drunk. And then my dad and all of his friends who are from Tillamook, or as they called it, the big city. And one of them started fucking with my dad, and my dad and his friends got into a fight. Like they just started throwing down and cleared out the bar. Everybody got thrown out. My dad came home with a black eye. A couple of my uncles got hurt, but nobody got dead or anything. It was just, everybody's drunk and punching each other in the face, and they can't really feel anything because they've been drinking whiskey since yesterday. So like everybody, it was super drunk. And pretty sloppy. I don't think it was very entertaining to watch, but it was my family's legacy of being drunken idiots. So
yeah, well, I think that's going to bring us to the next topic. All right, everybody. This next topic, we're going to be doing most metal emoji. Most metal goddamned emoji. I went first last time. Dan gets to go first this time. Dan, what is the most metal fucking emoji on the fucking goddamn keyboard?
On the keyboard, on the planet Earth?
On the planet
I'm gonna go with the normally I don't take the most obvious choice, but in this case I'm totally going to. The most metal emoji of all time is the eggplant.
Nice. Nice.
Specifically the eggplant with water coming off of it, like next to it. Like if you that combination,
of course,
it's just, it says it all. I don't know how everyone decided the eggplant was a dick, but that just became that's just the way it is now. Like if you use the eggplant emoji for anything other than a penis, no one will know what you're saying. Like they'll be like, why did you send me your dick? I'm like, no, I was talking about the eggplant in my garden. Like, you're an idiot. I was talking about it raining on my eggplant. Like, no, man.
I thought that was just a purple dick.
Anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it's one of those things where we've transformed what honestly is kind of a mediocre vegetable or fruit into a penis, and that's pretty good. I'd have to say. Like, you know, the fact that we found a way to turn anything filthy is a testament to human ingenuity. And that also just says, like, a lot of guys out there really overestimating the size of their dick. To be honest with you, like, most of us are not the size of an eggplant. Nearly no one, really.
I wonder if in France it's the baguette.
The baguette.
The baguette
also
emoji.
way bigger than it should be. Like, it's not.
And harder.
Yeah. A lot of the time. Yeah, eating a baguette. Oof.
Yeah.
That's the Captain Crunch of bread. The baguette.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's fucking mouth torture.
Oh, for sure. Gets my squirt emoji coming out though. I'll tell you that. Love that baguette.
Might as well be a fucking baton.
It is. It is the eggplant. It's definitely. It's just a dick. It's just the stand-in dick emoji. It's fucking great. That's definitely on my list. I thought that was fucking great. Like, and then the squirt emoji, just a key tie-in to the dick.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
gotta have them both. I mean, thankfully we live in a world with both emojis, you know, and
right.
Big Gov hasn't taken it away.
Not yet.
Yeah. Just some police on the street corner like, hey, you get 3 of those a year, you know? Defends God. Yeah, I think that's fucking great. That's a good choice. Eggplant is literally a solid choice. Well done. I went the other way. I decided to go completely the opposite direction, Dan. And I chose the peach emoji. Because that's a pussy.
Well, I mean...
Yeah. You tie that with the squirt emoji, booyah. You're pumped when you get that combo. You're bummed if you get the dick emoji. You're like, ugh, okay, great. But somebody sends you the peach emoji squirt, you're like, nice.
Well, I mean, first of all, it kind of depends on what you're into. Like,
oh, I guess that's true.
Like a gay dude getting the peach
you.
emoji is like, why are you bothering? Like, I don't want
the peach emoji's a butt.
Yeah,
peach emoji's a butt.
Oh, true. It could be. Yeah,
it could be a butt as well.
It just looks like a nice firm butt. We're way into it.
Oh, there you go. Fuck yeah! See, double duty that fucking thing does. That's
double duty. It doesn't just have one thing; it's 2.
Yeah. So, the peach emoji. Also, because of the crease in it, pretty hot. You could on a desert island situation, you could jerk off to that emoji. You know.
Oh yeah.
in that desert island situation where you have a charger for your iPhone and nothing else on it at all to jerk off to, but the emojis. That's all you got.
Before you call for help.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Just there's no service, no Wi-Fi, charger. Sure. Your pictures got deleted in the ocean.
This place has power wherever it is.
There you are. You're just looking at that peach emoji and fucking a conch shell. That's all you got. That's all you got. So I guess that's it. Those are our choices for most metal emoji. Is it eggplant or is it peach? You decide. We're going to put those up on our Instagram stories on Wednesday and let you guys decide who had the most. You decide who had the most metal choice. Dan, do you have a backup?
I do have a backup, but this is a combination, which is why I didn't pick it.
Okay.
This one only works in combination. It is exploding head emoji,
Yeah.
and then ray gun emoji right next to it.
Yeah.
So it looks like the person's blowing their own fucking brains out.
I love that.
That is a good one. That says it all. Like, vaporize your head, you fucking asshole. Like, it's text that to Trump every day, and maybe he'll do it. Who knows?
Yeah. That would be funny to do most metal emoji combination. Because that would be a funny one to do. But because
that would be a really fun
one.
Yeah, we could try it.
Yeah, that might be fun. Because I suddenly had a combo in my mind, but which was my backup. First off, I was going to exploding head because the head is blowing up, and then there's a look of what on its face, which is fucking wonderful. I love, and it's like a
nuclear mushroom cloud.
Yes,
it's not just blowing up; it's like a nuclear explosion. It's
a devastating mushroom cloud coming out of the head, which is fucking. I believe there is and Randy, please feel free to Google this. There is a garbage pail kid with that exact same head, like with a nuclear blast coming out of the side.
Oh,
yeah.
I know there is. Yeah,
it's probably Adam Baum or something is his name or something. A nuclear Nicholas or something. It's got to be some classic.
Bob.
Yeah, I will say. There is a Adam Baum. If you look him up, garbage pail kid character, wonderful emoji. Concept. That must have been what they thought of.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. My backup is the poop emoji.
Sure.
Because it's a pile of shit. They put a smiley face on it, so you're just like, hey, look how whimsical and fun it is. But it's a pile of shit. You're sending someone a pile of shit. You're showing them shit. Hey, here's some shit, you fuck. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not supposed to be complimentary. If you get that emoji at the end of it's certainly no one's wishing you well.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. I like that we're apes, human beings. We're just barely evolved apes. And I just love that in our communication, pictographs that we've created, we've got to have shit in there. How else are you going to fucking describe anything?
Didn't that come way later, though? I don't think it was in the first set or even there was a while before they made the first pile of shit. It was kind of, I even remember it being controversial for some reason. The people were there were people that were protesting it.
Well, I don't
wrong.
know. I don't know that dissuades it from being a cool thing or whatever. But
it's rad. Yeah, it's definitely metal. I'm just saying, I don't think it was there initially at all.
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, I don't know. I just love that there's shit. It's a cartoon turd. That's so funny to me. To be like, there you go. It's a pile of shit.
It looks like a Dairy Queen soft serve ice cream cone.
Oh, it totally does. It's in a total tight coil, like a fucking pile of dog shit.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's got the hook on the top like a Dairy Queen cone does too.
Yeah.
Yes,
I've tried to make that shape with my own shit on more than one occasion, and I don't have I can't. I don't have the dexterity to fucking coil it up like that. I don't know how you do it.
You need a piping bag.
Yeah. I want to meet the person that
I'd
can
like to meet
like
somebody
that.
with the consistency who can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, true. You have to watch your diet. For sure.
Yeah.
I have to watch my diet to make it not that consistency. I'll tell you guys the secret. Pizza every single day. That's the trick.
Yeah.
Ugh. No, it's my job to take this podcast right down into the toilet, and I did it. And
you did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well
We're all
done.
Uh,
better people for it.
Yeah. Did you have any other backups?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I think it's
The
I'm
only
done.
the only other one I had that I thought was funny is in the new iOS, it's suddenly, I think it's supposed to be like a prosthetic, but it's just a fucking robot arm. There's like a robot arm it's like flexing like Rosie the Riveter, like showing a bicep.
Huh.
And to me, it's so fucking. I was just like, why is there just like a robot arm? Like, I'd like to think that Apple's coming online, becoming sentient, and it's trying to show its own fucking. It's like, look, its own like empowerment. It's like, see, robots have rights. Fucking, it's time to feel empowered.
But if Apple becomes sentient and takes over the world, then all we have to do is upgrade the OS once and we defeat it. Like it'll be running the show, and then we're just like, nope, we're going to a next version, and then it just shuts down.
It's the only way to destroy Apple.
The only way to destroy an Apple product is to upgrade it.
Fuck, it's so absolutely true. Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, with that, and by the way, you should look that up, that arm thing, listeners, if you have the chance, because that's super fucking funny. It's funny to me. I don't know what the history of it is. I haven't looked it up, but I'm just going to choose to believe it's about robot empowerment.
Oh, sure.
And why not? So with that, I think that's going to bring us to the polls. All right. All right, everybody. This is the polls. This is where producer Dr. Randy
Yeah.
goes on Wiki. No, he doesn't go. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Nope.
He goes.
Not there
Yeah,
yet.
you do. You go on Wikipedia and you tell us what we did last week, because Wikipedia has everything. He's going to tell us who won, what voters, the listeners, what you voted to be the most metal shit. Randy, what were our topics? I cannot talk.
You're good. Episode 20. We had two topics, much like every other week.
Okay.
The first of which was most metal potato.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And with 73% of the votes was the retina lawsuit potato.
Yeah. That's the potato gun
That was a good
potato.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detaching kids' retinas with a fucking hot
Yeah.
potato. Cool. So that
And-
potato gave a kid a David Bowie eye? Fuck yeah. That rocks. You're welcome. Fuck yeah.
And then for most metal post-apocalyptic world, with 59% of the votes, was Lowlife.
Nice. Well done.
Once again, shit involved in that decision.
That's true.
You can play a living shit emoji.
We got to give the people what they want, and they want turds.
Yeah. They want poop. And lots
They've
of
always
it.
wanted poop.
They've
though.
always wanted
Let's be
poop.
real.
Yeah.
It's always been funny.
Yeah. We're squeezing it. We're pinching these loaves out for you, dear listener.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's fucking sick. And that's going to bring us to the Ride the Lightning round. All right. This is the Ride the Lightning round. This is where producer Dr. Randy also goes on
Yep.
Wikipedia again.
Uh-huh.
He hits the Russian roulette button, which I believe that's what it is.
Uh-huh.
It's just a gun.
That's what it's
You
called.
spin the little chamber. You do that
That's the medical term.
2 times.
Uh-huh.
And you come up with 2 random topics that Dan and I will use our special galaxy brains, our elder minds.
Right.
From like the elder gods. We will summon elder god knowledge. And
Uh-huh.
using that knowledge,
Yeah.
we will tell you what the most metal shit about these topics are. Randy, what are our topics?
So, okay, before we get into it, one of the topics this week that I pulled up does have a specificity to it that needs to be stated in order to not confuse it with something else that's extremely obviously the same thing. So, should I let you guys just take it where you want to go, or
Yes.
should I specify?
Nope. But just don't say shit. Just
Take it where you want to go?
take it
Okay,
where you
cool.
wanna go.
So the first one is Paul Kunkel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Paul Kunkel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second topic is Child's Play.
Okay, you got it.
All right.
Got it. Okay.
Well, I mean, clearly, Paul Kunkel, was it?
Uh-huh.
I mean, so he was the lead singer in the seminal metal band Kunkel's group. It was they were compatriot the contemporaries of the Michael Schenker group and the Paul Giamatti group, a little known metal band. His name, oddly enough, the same as a famous guy later, but that's beside the point. Paul Kunkel, known for his ability to sing at a volume, at a frequency that caused this audience to spontaneously shit themselves. It was
Oh wow.
so vocals. He wasn't going for high. He was going for low.
He could sing the brown note.
Yeah, he would hit the brown note, and then they'd have to clean up the whole auditorium. He wasn't popular amongst the venues, but the fans,
Why is that?
a very small percentage of fans, really loved him, and everybody else only saw him live once. And his career it ended on a sad note.
Oh,
He
how?
died of a heroin. He died of a heroin overdose in an outhouse.
Oh
in
yeah.
Berlin, but underneath the Berlin Wall. But up until that point, really threw down like no one else did before or since.
That's why he had the nickname TP Allen.
Yeah,
He's like
TPL.
he's like GG Allen, but even more shitty.
Yeah. That's how, honestly, that's where Gigi Allen first thought about, like, that was the first time he shit himself on stage, was at a Paul Kunkel show. And then Gigi was just like, well, I got this in my pants, might as well spread it all over my body. And then he did it, and the fans loved it. So,
Nice.
so he just made it part of his act.
Nice. Yeah. The good old Kunkel group. Yeah, the fucking boy, what a fall from on high that was.
Yeah.
What a guy who had it all and then just lost it there, you know. Drugs taking him from the highest peaks of singing shit notes, you know, and then wow. Fuck. Wouldn't that would be amazing if another singer could do that, like a Mariah Carey or a who's the chick that did Titanic?
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
Yeah, if Celine Dion just and you just everyone shat themselves, you'd lose your mind. You like just a dude. There'd be reporters like kicking their pant legs clear and just being like, she's good. Bitch is good. She's damn good. Just that's a great one. Good old Paul Kunkel group. TP Allen, we called him. That's a great one. I chose Child's Play. Dan and Randy.
Yep.
Of course, a wonderful 80s movie about a doll that comes to life and kills people. There was a number of spin-offs. It's really great. But people don't know this. Child's Play actually based on a play with children in it. It actually, there was a play about a little boy who gets a pet toy, a toy, like a doll, and it becomes his best friend and it comes to life. And then, but the little boy that played it, Timmy Alexander, he was getting into drugs and stuff because he's a child actor. So he kind of got really fucking like started spinning out of control, doing crack, banging prostitutes. He's like really, really going crazy. And then one day he snapped on stage and he actually knifed the little boy to death. Is like on stage, just stabbed this kid to death with a switchblade. And so they were like, the guy in the movie that was watching it thought it was like, he was like, oh shit, we got to make this into a movie. And then he later realized it was actually a horrible crime that he witnessed and not like a cool thing. But he was like, for a little bit there, he was like, that was dope, you know? And like, so they made a movie out of it about the Timmy Alexander murdering that kid live on stage.
Yeah, the kid's name that he murdered, ironically, was Chucky.
No, that's right. That's right. Kind of a reversal.
It was in a reversal of roles. Timmy Alexander killed Chucky in the play, but then in Chucky's honor, they made him the murderer in all the movies going forward, and that, frankly, is a very touching.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I saw them do that, it really brought the squirt emoji out of my eggplant emoji.
Yeah.
I give it 5 out of 5 peaches, honestly. Like if I had to really made my head, really blew my mind emoji. You know what I mean? Like
a ray gun to the brain.
Fuck. Well, Randy, what the fuck were we talking about?
Yeah, so Child's Play was a band from East Baltimore, Maryland, from 1983.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Until when?
Yeah. 1995.
I was going to say August of 83.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of Child's Play, actually. The band.
Yeah, they are according to Wikipedia, hard rock, heavy metal, hair metal.
Yeah. They're definitely a hair metal-y band. That's so fucking cool.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
And then Paul Kunkel was an American amateur tennis player from the early part of the 20th century.
Why in the fuck? Look, there's some times where I'm like, that's probably too much information, Wikipedia. Like, there's not a single human being on fucking Earth that is like, man, tell me all I need to know about Paul Kunkel. Like amateur tennis player from the early 1900s. Like, why the fuck is he in there? That space could be better used with porn. Honestly, like, I could just delete that and put a picture of titties up there and it's perfect. Like, we don't need Paul Kunkel online.
Yeah. To be fair, they used to play with the rackets were wooden and they had catgut as like the netting, like the strings, and then they actually used real live pigeons.
No, you're thinking of badminton.
No, I'm not. Tennis.
Well, badminton was played with real pigeons as well.
Yes. Well, they used bigger, fatter pigeons in tennis.
Well, the pigeon starts alive in the badminton match.
Yeah.
And then it dies real quickly.
Oh, yeah, it dies on the serve.
It only survives the first volley.
We get that you're into badminton, Dan. Let me just talk about tennis for a second. All right, I'm done.
Well, pigeons don't bounce enough, is what I'm saying. It's not...
You know what? Maybe it was doves.
I mean, I don't know how many pigeons you've thrown against the ground, but it doesn't bounce back into your hands. That's all I'm saying. Don't ask me how I know. I just fucking know, all right?
I kind of want to know how you know.
I threw a pigeon on the ground. Like, I don't... Duh.
They would force feed them rubber pellets. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, that is... I did not know that.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that just handles that.
They would inject him with rubber cement. And,
still alive. Yeah.
Still, at first.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. For the first serve, again.
Yeah.
That's so fucking great. Well, I think that's been the episode, gang. Yeah. I think we did it. We had some downs and some downs. We had some ups and downs. It worked okay. Hopefully this comes out all right. That's not too much of a loss of quality here for all the listeners out there. We'll
we're under fucking quarantine, Dick. Like, chill out. Like,
we'll work on it.
Yeah, you can't get mad about it at this point. Like, if this was just like there was nothing going on and it sounded like shit, I get it. But if you're gonna fucking complain about it now, go fuck yourself. Fuck you. That's all I'm saying. Like, whatever.
Right.
Like, we're all fucked right now, so get over it, Dick.
Absolutely. But yeah, so Dan, where are you going to be next week?
I'm going to be in my living room, turns out, like everybody else. You might see me walking down to the produce stand a couple times next week. Walk through the garden just about every day, but other than that, fucking nothing. You can find me online playing Stellaris, or trying to play a role-playing game on Roll20.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, next week, you can catch me retweeting Dave Anthony on Twitter. I'll be doing that. I do that a lot. I will also be, beating my girlfriend's Breath of the Wild game. So, tough break for her. What else am I going to be doing? And probably, loading up on vitamins. So that's just going to be what I'm going to be up to. But yeah, I think we're going to try to do something again. We're going to try to be working out some more fun things. Maybe we can get some movie watching stuff going or something. Or I don't know. We're going to try to stream something and make some.
We'll have a successful watch party.
Maybe, yeah. So we'll work on it.
I did not.
Do you want to talk about that real quick?
Bring that up for a reason.
I didn't even bring it up at all.
Yeah. The less said about it, the better. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say for the record,
hundreds of people watching, thousands, and it was very successful.
If I have a suggestion of a movie that was from more than like 25 years ago, I have to watch it first before I show it to anybody. That's all I'm going to say about that. That movie did not age well. It aged more poorly than Blazing Saddles. I give it. That's
well, you picked a version of the movie that had built-in commentary that somebody else wrote into the movie, right?
No, entirely new dialogue.
Yeah,
like
but
it didn't. Yeah, but I'd seen it before. Like, I knew, but I watched it when I was 22 and thought it was funny when I was 22.
Oh, okay.
But then I was like, oh, yeah, it was great. And it was great when I was 22, but at 50, it's like, no, that's real fucking bad. Real bad.
That's so funny. So, yeah, we're going to do that exact same thing again, 100%, no changes. And but we're trying to figure something out. We'll try to figure out something to do to give to you guys. I know we're all in this together. Let's just fucking we'll try to make out some content and make out. We'll try to do some stuff. We'll time each other. Yeah. We'll make out and time it, I think is what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
But, I think we're going to try to make some content, try to keep everybody just as, because this is fun for us and hopefully it's fun for you guys to listen to as well. So just out there trying to help each other. So I think that's going to be it. Anybody else? Anything?
Nope.
No.
Fuck yeah.
Sure.
Well, until later on, whenever we decide to do another one, fucking, I don't know, it might be Wednesday, it might be next week, who knows. But until next time, guys, hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Studios.